Hello everyone, I'm Samir Rahman from Group 7. Our group members include me, Ayman Ahmed Sharif, Haris Daniel, Mohammad Ishmanur Rahman, Yanusham Zaman. In this video, we would like to showcase our product for the major project. So for this project, we have designed an automatic fish drying rack which automates the entire process of fish drying from start to finish without the need for human intervention. The reason for choosing this topic as a major project was that back in the 20th century, dried fish products that were produced in coastal areas of Malaysia had been one of the main economic resources of the 20th century, and even in the 21st century, fisheries and fish processing industries that make up a large chunk of the economics of countries like Maldives, Indonesia, Philippines, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, etc. Fish drying takes a lot of manual labor work, which makes the process very inefficient and unhygienic. The process involves a lot of manual labor for little output, and making this process automatic and hands-free for large-scale fishermen would be very beneficial. So we have designed a hands-free product which reduces the usage of manual input in the fish drying process, while at the same time the design is simple and cheap enough to be operated by ordinary fishermen. In many countries around the world, fishermen that make salted fish need to dry their fishes in the sun for long hours. Often there is a sudden change of weather, such as sudden thunderstorms, that can damage the fishes, and the fisherman may not have enough time to cover them all, and the damages will be inevitable. And there are also hygiene issues with manually handling food. All of these problems get multiplied to a broader range in large-scale production facilities. So after hours of discussion and brainstorming, our group has come up with a machine that plans to address these issues. The purpose of this machine is to automate the process of drying fishes in mass numbers. The machine aims to reduce the cost of manpower involved, making the process more efficient and unhygienic, reduce the risk of damages to products like sudden rains or windy weathers, etc. And overall, this will completely automate the processes which would normally take the fishermen hours of labor to finish, which can now be done by just pressing a button.
So let's talk about objectives and target customers. So there are four main objectives of our fish rack, which is the product should be able to automatically dry the fish without any human intervention, and the product should be able to sort the fishes, and it should be able to flip the fishes at regular intervals. Also, it should be able to retract the shed during unfavorable weather conditions. So if we talk about the whom this product is really meant for, so this product is actually, we are focusing on small and medium enterprises such as small-scale local fisheries and fishermen, as they are ones that can benefit the most from our product. This is because small-scale fisheries are prone to using large amounts of manual labor, while large enterprises use industrial dehydrators to dry the fishes. The machine consists of a big rack which can hold the fishes to dry in the sunlight. After a set of amount of hours is required the fishes to dry, it will automatically flip the rack and drop the dried fishes on a bucket which is ready for collection. So the fish drying rack has sensors attached to it, so whenever it detects increase in humidity in the air or increase in wind speed, it will automatically retract the rack, so the fishes cannot be damaged by the weather conditions or let's get wet. On top of that, it detects sunlight intensity as well as whenever it's cloudy or getting darker, it will retract the rack back to the shed.
So first we tried to identify what the customer needs based on the fish drying process. While doing the research, we came across articles and reports which explain the complete fish drying process. So based on that, we started by creating a mind map and objective tree where we listed down all the features that we want in our product. Then based on those, we started making our product design specification, which contains all the requirements, constraints and specifications that our product must adhere to. After that, we created our function decomposition chart, which breaks down the mechanism of the device into simple steps, followed by morphological chart, which captures the necessary product specifications and explores alternative means and combinations of achieving that functionality. For each element of product function, we listed down a few different components. Then based on that, we started brainstorming and creating our own individual concepts, which we then evaluated using PAH matrix, and based on the result, we started making our final concept sketching.
These are our individual concepts. This is Haris's concept. This is Yanni's concept. This is Samir's concept. This is Ayman's concept. This is Ishmam's concept. Final concept, which consists of one isometric sketch, one explanatory sketch, and one exploded sketch.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day everyone. My name is Haris Daniel bin Helmi, and today I am going to present to you about the product mechanism of our major project, which is the automated fish drying rack. Alright, first of all, we are going to look at the 3D model of our automated fish drying rack. This is what the mechanism looks like for the automated fish drying rack. So this is a tray in which the fish are going to be placed. The tray is going to open and the fish is going to be placed here, and then it will be clamped when the cage is closed. So when the fish is clamped in between the cage, it will be dried out under the sun, and in a few intervals, which is for every 4 to 6 hours, or for the fundamentally function of the project, the user can set itself on what are the intervals that are needed, and this is the motor that are responsible for making the tray to be flipped over and over again so that the fish are dried thoroughly. So this one is the control hub. For this control hub, we can see that this is the sensory hub. The sensory hub contains a wind vane, an anemometer, and also a rain sensor, also a thermometer and a hygrometer to detect any changes in the environment that may hinder the process of drying the fish. For example, if the day is rainy, the rain sensor will detect the humidity in the air and also the hygrometer, and maybe also the speed of the wind, which is by the anemometer, measured by the anemometer, and maybe the wind direction measured by the wind vane. It will send a signal to the automated process that we have linked into this laptop, and then the assembly will move inside the shed to prevent the fish from getting wet. Also, as you can see here, this is the salt sprinkler that is responsible to sprinkle salt onto the fish when it is clamped. So next, moving on. So next we are going to look at the cage opening mechanism. This is where the fish will be placed, and when the mechanism opens, the fish can be put into it. Next is the backwards mechanism. This mechanism is crucial as it is used to prevent the fish from getting wet or getting destroyed by unfavorable conditions. And so this is the forward mechanism that is used when, let's say, once the rain has stopped or once the wind has stopped blowing in unfavorable conditions, the shed will move back to its original position so that the fish can get enough sunlight to dry. So this is the tray flipping mechanism, which are responsible to flip the tray so that the fish are dried thoroughly, which happens at an interval that can be manually set by the user. So, also it is important to know that the assembly can also detect the weight of the fish, because it is important to know that the amount of water in the fish is responsible for most of the weight of the fish. So in order to know whether the fish has dried depends on the weight of the fish. And it is crucial to know that some fish requires more drying time than the other. For example, a halibut may need more time to dry than a sturgeon. So it is important to know that someone must know what is the needed drying time for each fish. So next we will look at the KeyShot rendering of the automated fish drying rack. So these are the rendering for our automated fish drying rack, where it may be used. It can give you a little hint on what it may look like in real life. It can also be used in other countries that may have unfavorable weather conditions such as snow and anything else. And this is what also it looks like if the automated fish drying rack is used in an industrial setting. So I think that is all from me.
So for the final part, let's discuss why you should buy our product. We believe that the automated fish drying rack is the perfect modernization of the process of fish drying. Not only is it automated, but it's also a hands-free device, making it an efficient piece of technology that can do the work of many people just by itself. Along with this, our product contains a wide variety of sensors that can detect changes in light intensity and wind speed and automatically retract to shelter. Our product is very simple to use as it has very few operations which require very little technical knowledge. This means our product can be operated by anyone and very limited training is required for it. Our product has a convenient design and is made with durable and long-lasting materials such as aluminium, steel, and iron, which will require less frequent maintenance and hence will result in a lower maintenance cost. With this product, we are committing to helping out the small fisheries which use manual labor. The use of manual labor causes the whole process to become costly and inefficient, which results to smaller profits. Moreover, hygiene is also a big concern since the workers handle the fishes with their bare hands, which can contaminate the fishes, causing the quality of the dried fish to decrease. Our product aims to solve this problem and help the fish processing industries to grow at a very high rate and hence boost the economic activity of the Southeast Asian nations such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Maldives, and Bangladesh. Lastly, we believe that our product is quite affordable for our customers. From a business standpoint, investing in our product will be quite profitable since it will cut down the cost of manual labor while boosting the efficiency, which will further increase the net profit. So for starters, our product will be valued at around 2,500 ringgits, which is quite inexpensive compared to fish dehydrator machines used in large industries, which costs around 14 to 15,000 RM. Along with this, our product will initially ship to all parts of Malaysia, and based on the customers' responses, we will expand our venture globally.
Thank you for watching our presentation. The link to our individual concept portfolios are in the link in the description.